In today's video, I'm going to be talking about, well, Halloween, as well as what makes me scared, as well as other things, while drawing this Coraline looking inspired character, kind of doing arts and crafts on her lampshade, and I guess an entire room, and some plants. So stick around to see what kind of crazy person she is, or maybe she's a misunderstood ghost. Anyways, why don't I go ahead and rewind the time so you can check out the art process. Alright, welcome back to another day of daily sketching, where today we're going to be working on Inktober day 22, and the topic is buttons. And of course, I have a horror theme going on today, and that's because I kind of want to talk about Halloween. And I personally do not celebrate Halloween, but I do like the festivity of Halloween. It's just the problem is, Halloween in Japan isn't really about scariness contest or being the scariest ghost or scariest house neighbor. It's more like a time for you to do cosplay without people judging you. And you'd be surprised, like, whoa, what? Japanese people judge you for doing cosplay? Well, sorta. Maybe not as much these days. But it's like a cultural sort of like understanding of it's okay to cosplay during October Halloween party. So yeah, it's really hard for you to see a scary looking ghost cosplay. Not that some people might not do it, it's just it's not as prominent as whatever you see over in the US or something. And being that my majority of my audience here is from the US, I'm guessing I am catering content towards them. And when it says US, this most likely it's like an international kind of audience. Halloween, am I going to celebrate personally myself? I have no idea. I don't think so. But then since now that I'm doing all these YouTube videos and whatnot, maybe it would be fun if I could sort of dress up just a bit for the camera, maybe. Well, I mean, that would be pretty fun, right? Then again, I'm actually not quite sure what I would be drawing for my day 31, which what was it again? Award. Day 31 is award. Like, what am I gonna be drawing for that one? I have no clue, but we'll figure it out when the day comes. So right now, this character that I'm drawing, she has no names, but then I am kind of heavily inspiring myself from Coraline. Coraline? I think it's Coraline, yeah. Coraline, where the button eyes and button shapes. That one is truly scary in my opinion. It's probably one of the scarier horror movies that I've actually seen. That is a cartoon. But that was a very well done horror movie. The reason being is because, well, it really taps into the fear of, I guess, being sewn into your body. But that's scary. Like, I don't like getting pierced, or I don't like getting it, I guess, you know, when you go to the hospital and they sting you with the thing. What's that thing called? The injection thing? Sting or something? I forgot the name for it. But it's scary. I really hate needles. And I guess this is just my way of expressing that fear. And of course, I don't forget that this is a Inktober topic of buttons. So I'm trying to create this character who is obsessed with buttons, and that's why she's decorating her room with buttons. And this is actually something that I've done when I was younger as like an arts and crafts project at one point in my life, where you basically recycle buttons and put it on the lampshades and everything else. So yeah, that's what I'd be drawing right now. And of course, there are famous artists such as like Yayoi Kusama? Kusama Yayoi da.
Kusama Yayoi desu.
Kusama Yayoi ne. Yayoi Kusama. And she likes to do all these spotty-dotty modern art exhibitions. I think you've seen it before, like those spotty-dotty pumpkins in a museum. Anyways, it's kind of sort of inspired by that, and I thought I could do something similar with these button decoration that she's doing right now. Unless you have like trypophobia or something, this would be a pretty cute decoration you could do for your interior. And maybe if you have a kid or some younger siblings, this would be a pretty fun project to do, is to, you know, find a lampshade that's cheap or something, or you could make a lampshade out of scratch and then just place a bunch of buttons to it. If you can find a button that is rather transparent, that would probably make a very cute lighting around the room as well. So definitely 100% recommended. I mean, you could also buy buttons just so you can make this beautiful transparent lampshade. But where's the fun in that, right? The fun is using materials you can find at home and recycling. Isn't that right? She could totally be just a very friendly ghost in your house who would just decorate your room with buttons. I mean, that would be pretty annoying, honestly, but at least she's not doing anything bad to you. Ooh, but then it would be pretty scary. If she does not like you, well, she might saw a button on you, you know? Whether if it's in your eyes or your skins, or she might saw your mouth and put buttons on you. Just to tell you to be quiet. How scary is that? Maybe her obsession started with sewing buttons on her dolls. Maybe she just liked buttons. Or I guess this is like art's DIY gone crazy kind of thing. That would be pretty scary. This part is looking a little empty. Maybe I'll just add like a plant. You know, at one point I saw in the exhibition someone sewing buttons on real plants. I thought that was pretty scary too, but it's actually kind of cute to some extent. They weren't real plants, they were fake plants, but I'm guessing because if it's real plants they would probably die or something. But having buttons on the green plants really made it look magical and kind of cute actually. There you go. Alright, why don't we start coloring today? We're moving on quite quickly. I think I will start with just picking nice, beautiful, vibrant colors for the buttons. The problem is I don't quite have that many colors to choose from. Ooh, like, see, I barely used this one because I thought it doesn't look as good. We got some of these colors too. Let's test it out on some of these buttons. Maybe on this one. That is very pretty. Okay, I love that. Why don't I go ahead and just fill in some of these buttons here and there. A similar size. Yo, okay. I think I bought this at like a 100 yen shop. I think you could consider that as like a dollar shop. Dollar store? I think that's what you guys call it. Yeah. In Japan we call it hyakin. As in like 100 and money. Hyakin. Anyways, let's color in some of these reds. I think she's going for the red pink vibe. I think I'm gonna do that for this today's drawing. Just a red pink vibe drawing. But of course I would love to add some other colors here and there, because obviously you don't want to make the colors too boring, right? If any of you guys have trypophobia, I'm so sorry, please look away. Maybe you can just listen to my voice. I want to add a little bit of fun color here and there just to make it feel a little bit more beauty looking. So I'll add a couple of these blue here. See, that kind of makes the dot look a little bit more random. That's pretty cute. Okay, let's go ahead and color her skin. I'm going to color her skin a little bit blue. She is not alive, she is a corpse. So we will use blue for her shadows. Now, what color should her eye button be? Well, of course, I'd like to keep it dark and eyeball looking, so I will use a dark gray. I think that might be a little too dark, but at least that goes into the scare factor, right? Let's go ahead and color her hair black as well. Again, off topic to another movie sort of trope. I like it when movies are able to make your villains or make the scary ghosts sympathetic. I mean, I like it when they make the audience feel sympathetic towards these ghosts, because, you know, that's very important. I'm gonna make her button red here. Why don't I go ahead and just try and add some colors onto it right now, just to see how well it works. I'm making a mess today, aren't I? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some more of these dots in here. This is gonna take a while, but at least these are not smudged because of my inking. There you go, that looks like buttons, doesn't it? I think so. You know what, I'm gonna give her cheeks a little bit of pink. Oh, that's cute. At least a hint of soul in there. Let's make the eyes button with some of these white ink. I should probably do this last, but I want to see how it looks. It's kind of cute, actually. I like that. I thought I was supposed to make something scary. It's turning out pretty cute. Why don't we go ahead and add some green to the scene? These plants. Buttons in there. I am loving this ink. I think I need to invest in some of these watercolor brush sets. I'm actually kind of loving how this feels. It's very easy to use and it just makes sense to me. Because like I realize I barely really blend in colors as much, and I feel like that's one of the main reason why people like to use Copic markers, is so that you can blend in these colors here and there. I'm realizing I don't do that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should go and try out some brushes. Maybe one day I'll make a video about me trying out different brush sets. I think people like watching those. Well, at least I like watching those kind of videos. I am loving how her room looks. It's very pretty and cute. The reason why I've decided to do the room is, of course, well, I mean, this is technically an architecture-related YouTube channel. So I'll try my best to incorporate some architectural stuff here and there. And I guess the closest I could think of is the interior. So, here it is, interior design. So in this background here, this is like a painting that's kind of infested with buttons as well. You'll see that it's a button soon. And this is also like a kind of DIY you can do, if you have like random buttons lying around at your home. Let's put in some of these dots. I should probably put this nicely, but it's about sending the message. So here it is. I think I will make the lampstand yellow, and let's color in some of these dolls. I love these pens. These are very easy to use. It's like a somewhat of a highlighter feel to it. There it is, I guess. That's it for today. This is Inktober day 22. The topic is button, and I've decided to draw a Coraline inspired ghost character as a, homage to Halloween coming soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and check out my other videos if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in another one. See you later, alligator. Bye bye.